Now it looks like you'll have to fix it again.
Yeah. I think there was a mix-up in versions at one point.
Oh, there was. Yeah.
I distinctly remember fixing.
Oilseed radish, open cover. Fill my weeder.
In we come.
Might need a weight. I don't know. Do we have any weight?
Where are you going, you crazy fool?
Across the street to the field.
There's 2 ways into that field.
Would you go down this laneway?
You can go that way, yeah. Down the lane, about halfway down the field, there's a T-junction. You can get in opposite that.
Any word from Giants?
No, it's still under review.
Still in review?
I was just saying to Doc, I hope they send it back because there's so many little things that need tidying up and putting right.
Well, I hate to sound at this, but you know they're going to send it back.
Yeah.
And you've done a great job and things are good, but there's still those little things you're going to find, but they're going to find something they don't like. You know that.
Yeah. I know.
Well, that's the whole point of sending it is to find out what we missed.
Yeah, I don't know, because you see some maps that get released, obviously they don't find everything you miss.
Well, I think we're being a little bit more stringent than they are.
I know we are.
Because when you what's that?
I was going to say, I'm surprised at the amount that you found. Hey.
It's just me doing a couple of missions. But it's like I said, when you find the things when you play. When you're trying to test, you don't find things.
Yeah.
But when you start slinging it, then you start finding, oh, wait a minute, this wood cell point don't take enough wood.
Oh, I think it's both methods are valid.
They are. Like, I really feel that what we did originally was just, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but it was like blanket testing. Like, you're just throwing everything at it and trying to find what cell point did this. But what we're doing now is those fine little things that you're saying, like the floating trees or a hedge out a little bit. Like, you're not necessarily looking for them when you're doing that blanket testing.
What about your milk cell, Wanko? Did you...
That works.
Yeah, but is it a production or is it a cell point?
I think it's just point. It's the export. Goodies export, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, because a lot of maps will use the production points that buy milk, but it's the same thing as like the sawmill. If they're production point cell points, they're going to have limits.
Ah, yeah.
And with 3 dairy farms on the map, better make sure you got unlimited milk cell.
One of the guys off Farm Sim Briscoe's Discord was in chat last night. We were playing Vinny Jokes, and both he and Briscoe had looked at the map and they were quite impressed.
Nice.
Yeah. They thought it was very well laid out and very playable.
I think it's a great...
What I was aiming for was my sort of, I don't know, main objective.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great multiplayer map because it is playable. You have plenty of room for people that lag, you know, whiny Australians that run into things all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's very playable. It's very laid out. It's got that, you know, you can play thing. So most of it is pretty well laid out. You know, we just got this floating silo here.
Silos fixed if we weren't in this save game.
Oh, okay. Oh, because you updated the map, but it's still got the same terrain and everything.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Well, I put it in there just because. I don't know if you want to turn the brightness down or not. It doesn't bother me.
Brightness. Oh, what? When it's on a bright sunny day?
Yeah.
I'm not too unhappy with it because believe it or not, it does look like that around here on a bright sunny day at that time of year.
Well, I thought it looked more realistic with the lighting setting because same thing with here. I mean, when it's bright and sunny, I mean, it is blinding.
And now, with the rain, it's actually pretty dark.
Yeah. But that's all real light, anyway.
I did change the shaders.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
May have to make a console version.
Is it worth it with this limited time left on 22?
Yeah. I guess you'd have to see what you got for PC downloads.
Well,
you know what I mean?
How hard is it to change it to make a console release? Because if it's not much to change and it gives you a good console release, then you may build a good base to come back in on 25 when this map comes back.
Ah, I see.
I played it in 20, like Alien Jim. Whenever he put out his maps, they come back in 20 from 17 to 19. I played some of them because I knew they were good maps.
Okay. So it'll be the real light that'll have to go, I suppose. What about the additional crops? Is that usable on?
That's usable. Multi-terrain angle is not.
Right. So those two would have to come out, so they're not any big drama.
Basically, anything that's got a script to it has to come out. Which I think that's the only two things you have.
Yeah.
Which, even if you took that out to have one release on both platforms, that really would be a big deal. Because the additional crops are good, because I played on console with maps that had alfalfa and other crops.
The only thing, is there any branding on the map that's not console, Sony allowed, Xbox allowed?
Right.
Like, for example, Auction David, in one of his maps, Sandy Bay, he had to change his back of his van, might have said Purelator. Well, you can't have Purelator, can't have McDonald's, because that's not licensed by Giants. I don't know if there's anything you have in I didn't really look.
No.
No, because all the signs and everything you made yourself, didn't you, Uncle?
I did indeed.
Yeah, so... And you didn't...
All been done... custom made, I suppose, site.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything in here that's branded. Like you said, you can't have a McDonald's or Tim Hortons or anything like that on your map, because... Oh, what was it, STS? His map kept getting rejected because it had all that stuff on it. He had all kinds of licensing problems. They wouldn't even put it on, PC.
Yeah, I knew you couldn't use branded stuff like McDonald's and that.
Yeah,
I just didn't. That's what you actually meant. I thought there was something else I'd done.
Well, I think even like Brummy retextured a bunch of containers to have actual container companies on them. I don't think you could have used those either. Which I don't know why it's allowed on PC and it's not allowed on console. It makes no sense to me.
it's because Sony hasn't paid, or Microsoft haven't paid for the licensing rights to do it.
Yeah,
because
they hasn't either.
Yeah, but Sony, even though you own your PlayStation, it's proprietary rights of Sony that's being played on that. Where your PC, you can have whatever you want on your PC because it's your hard drive, it's your, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you don't own the games on console.
No.
You own the games on your PC.
Yeah.
There's a little difference when you read that disclaimer that nobody reads.
I'm glad I am not on console anymore.
I like console because it's so standardized. It's easy to get together with people. It's easy to play games with people. It's easy to hook up and join a party with people.
Make it sound like a swingers club, Doc.
Well, it's just you show up and you play. Everything's standardized.
Yeah.
But on PC, it's like, oh well, I use TeamSpeak and not Discord. It's like, well, I guess you're fucked then. You know?
Does anybody use TeamSpeak apart from games that only use TeamSpeak?
I haven't run into that in years since I first got my PC back in like 17 days. Everybody's pretty much switched over to a Discord.
I mean, we have to use TeamSpeak in ARM because it's the only thing that works in game. Well, that's not true. I think you can get Ventrilo to work if you really try hard enough.
But the other thing is everybody's got a different machine. Things run differently. You know, Brummy always has Brummy issues.
Yes.
Like, you know, when you join games in a console, you don't ever have problems because everybody's got the exact same thing. You know, you don't have one guy that can't play a map for some reason, you know.
Yeah, it's either a yes or a no.
Yeah, you're working or you're not working. That's how it goes.
Part the seed trailer where you came into that field if you ran out of seeds.
Yes, I saw that. Thank you. Definitely going to be running out of seeds because they don't hold any seeds. Kind of thinking maybe I should have bought an additional tank.
Yeah, I think you should have done as well.
Well, we'll see what they come back with.
Well, I suppose basically then I just need to take those bits of scripts out, set the custom shaders back to normal, resubmit it as a console version.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
what Valley Springs was, wasn't it? They did different versions like that.
They might make it so that you have to your starter farm be one starter farm, but that's no big deal either. You just pop out the additional maps.
Yep.
So I noticed today in Giants maps, they don't paint the ground terrain on the fields anymore. They paint the fields, they ground paint the fields with, I think it's dirt. So they paint all the fields with dirt. But they don't do anything else. They don't use that terrain detail.
Well, I never played their maps anyway.
Well, I was just messing around inside of one. I had mod map from GE and I was just playing around with it and I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm like, they didn't do terrain detail on any of this stuff. And they've got 3 fields that they put terrain detail on, but those are the starter fields that you own. And that's it.
Lazy buggers.
Well, I'm wondering maybe that's an extra step you don't need to do.
Hey Jimmy, how you doing, buddy? It was on a sale, man. That's all I got to say. Jimmy's questioning my use of electric telehandler here on the game.
Use of what?
Well, you said it's been pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Or have you found issues with it now?
No, I haven't. Just it's electric.
I've just discovered that this thing is doing absolutely nothing to the plough state of this field.
Oh, so it doesn't work the way you thought it did.
No, I don't know what it's doing.
So, Jimmy, so this is Pidnell. This is the main farm we're at. I'll do a flight so you can kind of see here.
Well, I guess you better get the plowing, Wonko.
I don't want to. Nothing's
Well,
changed on this here from what the original. I didn't do any doctoring on this one.
Doctoring.
My Northfield game, I got rid of the chaff bunkers because I'm not going to do silage.
Why'd you pick Northfield?
I wanted to do a different map than this one, than I do it in here. It's my single player.
Well,
Put a couple of sheep barns down in here. Only got some in one right now. Bring up the speed here a little bit. So out the
I
back
think this map is perfect for expandable pastures. I just won't mention that with an angry Australian in the chat.
No, please don't.
This is the back way out to that sheep farm you were talking about in the map tour. So Pidnell's connected to the sheep farm on this side. And as you said last night, it comes up through here and will connect up to the fencing contractors through this road. And truth be known, you're very close to smoke down here as well. So any of those three farms you start with, you can do the sheep easily. This is Gizmos on the game playthrough here.
Oh, is it smoked down?
Gizmos at smoke down, yeah.
Where's Trump? Oh, he's working.
He's working, he hasn't been around. So if we come across here, this is the Northfield farm. This is where Wonko's taken on the playthrough. He's burdened with having Doc as a partner in this one.
What do you
I can
mean?
pay next.
Wonko loves my annoyance.
So these two silage bunkers are the ones that I took out on mine. The rest is left the same.
You know, we've had a lot of time and effort in getting those bunkers put there. I can't believe we sold them.
Uh-huh.
Time enough, actually. Those silos were in a right royal butt.
Yeah, see, you're looking at Northfield right now, right? And you see that where the cows are.
Yes.
But you have that pasture side. You know, you could put like 2 more pastures over there, and then with the grazing mods, you would never have to feed your cows.
Yeah, right in here. Wonko, one thing I did know I was going to ask you. Did you do it on purpose? This here manure on Northfield, the extension that's off to the side.
Yeah.
It doesn't connect up to that barn. It has its own manure on the barn that came in. Is that because we changed barns, or?
It's because Doc reckoned that the manure didn't work, so I popped that in because I had that space there. And then we discovered the manure does work. And I thought, what else can I put there? Now I've put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every time I looked at it, it kept showing up. I didn't see it inside the barn. I just thought it wasn't showing up because it wasn't saying it had any. That's the weird part, though. It never tells you it has any.
No, it doesn't. Even now, I know I've got some in there now, and it still doesn't say I've got any.
Yeah. That's why I thought it didn't work. I didn't actually look for it.
And this is one of the sell points up here. Got your straw bale sell point and your grain. Oh, Wonko, the grain. Tag the sell point for Matthew's grain. The green column comes up, not where the sell point is. It's like out and away in the field in the hedge.
Oh, hold on. Which one is this? Matthew's Grain?
Yeah.
Matthew's Grains or Matthew's Grain Mill?
Matthew's Grains.
Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, I can see from the road.
Just, I know it's not bad, but it's out there a little bit.
Yeah.
I got it on my list.
Okay. Oh, what is that a list you're gonna have a look at tomorrow?
Yeah, because I'll take care of all the sell points, XML things.
Yeah.
I seem to have the most knowledge in our group of this stuff.
Yeah, I'll do the donkey work and move the hedges.
This is the shop, which reminds me I gotta get down and get my milk tanker and my little pile of crap that I got left here in the middle of the parking lot.
And your stuff all over. Come on, what'd your mom teach you?
I work with an Australian. I just do what I want to do, and you either like it or don't, and I really don't care.
Oh, no,
That sound
don't
about
become
right?
an Australian. You know, people like Canadians. Nobody likes Australians. Come on. Oh.
And we've got movement around on the animal dealer. They got.
Well, you know what? Go back a little bit, Jamie, though. There's one thing about the animal dealer and other things in this map that I really like.
Yes.
There's cars in the parking lot.
Yes.
All these maps, there's no cars in the parking lots in anything. Nobody works there. There's actual cars in the parking lot.
And you're.
Rummy did most of that.
Huh?
Rummy did most of that. I think all I did was put the tracks in.
And blocked by an object. What are we blocked by now? Yeah, it's a sharp looking map. The guys did a really good job. A lot of work, eh, Wonko?
Oh god, yeah.
Jimmy on my chat, J1872, he's in with Farm Sim Briscoe on the Vinny jokes. He's kind of like me. He doesn't mod. He just tests and plays things. So I said we're the smarter ones of the bunch, I think.
Yeah, I think you probably are. Probably slightly screwy to want to build a map. Or at least it certainly helps.
I think when I was in 17, I think I spent like a year, and all I did was go through and just test things on Courseplay, trying to figure out how to use it. I didn't really actually do anything. I just kept trying to see what I could do with Courseplay, and then I would fill out the issues on GitHub. And then I decided I wanted to mod, so I spent the rest of 17 learning how to mod. Actually, that was quite an interesting trip I had on 17, because I started playing it on PC, then I started testing on Courseplay when I found out that that was a thing. And then I started doing videos. And then 19 came out, and I don't even play. I think I didn't play 19 for like a year and a half. Maybe even longer.
I bought 2 more fields.
What are we doing with those fields, Marco?
I don't know until I get there and have a look.
What do you mean? You bought fields and you didn't even look at them?
Yes.
Well, they're funny looking. They're the funny shaped ones. Why'd you get the funny ones?
I feel the funny shape.
We couldn't
it's
afford
English,
we couldn't afford 23.
Alright, say again?
We couldn't afford 23.
Probably not. Which one was 23?
What? You already had it snapped. No more snacks. I'm sorry, bud. You can't eat all the time. Actually, we probably should have bought 30.
Too expensive, that's 400,000.
How is it 400,000?
Quite a big field. The one you're able to cost me nearly, I think it was 800,000.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll just... Next time we'll buy 34 and 54 and we'll be all set.
I think we should drop the price of the fields a bit.
Why? Think so, huh?
Even for this area, it's quite expensive.
Yeah, but it's gameplay money.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't think it was awful terrible, honestly. I mean, it's in line with what Giant sets the pricing with, so. I mean, if you want to buy a farm, it's ridiculous. But I made it that way.
So check to see how much Pidnell actually went for in real life.
Oh, probably a lot more than it is here. 1.4 million is what? It's about 1.4 million for Pidnell and the 2 fields, roughly. All the farms.
What's wrong with it?
Whatever you put the starting farms as, I basically made the farmyards make 1.4 million to make the gameplay match.
$4.7 million.
Yeah, 4.7 million. So,
Yeah.
do you think we need to? Well, how many of these fields would Pidnell have owned, though? A lot of them, right?
I'm just trying to have a look. I'm seeing the house. I should have thought this. I could have. Yeah. Oh well, come on. Too late now.
All right, Jim. Catch you later, bud. Thanks for dropping in.
Okay, so it came with. It was an organic farm, livestock and arable. 2-bedroom cottage. Yeah, we got that. It's got fishing rights. 8-bedroom Cotswold farmhouse, modern traditional farm buildings and boat moorings, and own the fields that go down to the River Thames.
So there's probably 1,000 acres there.
Well, I'm trying to find the acreage and I'm not seeing it at the moment. Oh, hang on, here we go. 286.56 acres or 115.97 hectares.
That's it?
Yep.
Who bought that, and how do they expect to make money with it?
Well, it's not being farmed at the moment, so I think that answers your question. You're extremely rich, who has no intention of being a farmer.
Oh, so basically, is this what the Jeremy Clarkson problem is? Is that everybody's mad in his community because Jeremy Clarkson bought a farm and he wasn't a farmer?
Oh yeah.
Is that what started it? Is that what started it?
Probably.
And now he's trying to farm it and they don't believe it?
Yeah, because most of the others, they're not farming their farms.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put the link in the chat, you can have a look for yourselves.
Yeah, so the same thing's happening over there that is here. They're basically, rich people are buying farms with very little land to farm, really, because they want to live in the countryside and have 40, 80 acres or something to play with. And the real farmers are buying all the other usable farmland. So most of these people are buying farmland with just pasture and woods. That's all it's left. All the real tillable arable land has been taken up by other production farmers.
If you read the history of it from the link, it was 4,000 acres over 17 farms at one point.
Really? That's about a third of one of our farms up here now. Everybody seems to be running 10,000 acres now, or more. I don't even know what happened. I don't know what happened. When I was a kid, we had so many farms and so many farm kids in school. It was not uncommon to have people go out and do barn chores before they get on the bus in the morning. Now there's like 6 farms. There used to be over 100 in one town.
Yeah.
And most of them are gone, like literally gone. Not like abandoned, not taken over by somebody that's not farming it. Just everything's knocked down, grown up, gone. Completely gone.
Sold their quota and moved on.
Well, now these bigger farms, like 800,000 cow dairies, are selling out to these 5, 8, 10,000 cow dairies for giant money and becoming multi-millionaires overnight. And then they leave. You know, they don't stay here. They leave because they don't want to pay the taxes. Oh, well, you gotta pay a lot of income tax, huh? You move to Florida where there's no income tax.
Yeah, I only managed to buy one field. I ran out of money.
Well, you know, we're gonna have to start playing console style and just doing contracts and taking them all up.
I've got some oats in the barn.
Got any eggs?
Not many yet, no.
Got any milk?
I'll have a look.
Wonko, that's where you say go fish.
Yeah.
I went fishing twice yesterday. I caught nothing. Went to 4 fishing spots. Found nothing. Caught nothing. I suck. I took up fishing because I wanted to have a life skill for the apocalypse. It turns out I suck at it.
You're gonna die.
I'll eat fish. No, you won't. Gotta catch it first, dummy. Well, the problem is if you watch any videos or TV shows of people fishing, a lot of them are in the Midwest. They're in underfished lakes. A lot of them are private stock lakes. And you see these guys, they pull out a freaking 10-pound bass, you know, they could barely pick the thing up. Oh, we got a monster. Well, yeah, you got a monster. Nobody fishes there. You drop something in the water, they bite at it.
Shoot fish in a barrel.
I've been to a couple of ponds that rarely get fished, you know. And you can catch fish all day long out of there. It's not that hard. But you go to a public lake or something, it's stupid. It's so hard to catch them. Fish are not as dumb as people think they are.
No, they are not.
When the steelhead start coming out of the lakes, it's fairly easy to catch them. I just can't seem to do it. Because when they start going upstream to spawn, they don't, they're not used to seeing any of this stuff. It's all like new territory, so they're a lot more aggressive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of easier to catch them, but it's harder to catch them because their entire mission is to go upstream, and they use a lot of energy to do that, you know, swimming upstream, so they don't necessarily eat as much. So you have to kind of throw something in their face and then they'll go after it, but they're not as aggressive as they normally would be. Like, they're a lot more aggressive when they're going back into the lake than they are when they're coming out of it. Because usually when they're just sitting still resting, they don't really go after any bait anyway. They're just chilling out next to a rock.
Yep. You can drop it right in front of them, they'll give it a little flip and just move out of the way.
Usually if you get it close enough to them, they'll bite at it, but steelhead are just they're so good at getting off the hook, and they're so good at taking the bait off. I've hooked 2. I have yet to land one. And we're so limited where you can fish, too. That's the other problem. Most people go right to the dam because they can't go any further, and they just kind of poach them over at the dam. I'd really like to see him take that dam out. It doesn't do anything. It's not flood protection. You get a 20, 30 foot gorge the creek's in. Used to be a power plant that is no more. That's why it was there.
A convenient little shortcut into the back of the shop.
Oh, I convinced Rummy to do my pig farm thing.
Oh, on his map? Cool.
Yeah.
On his map or your map?
His map.
What's that? The pigs in the woods?
The pigs in the woods.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
He's making the pig arc. Well, he's having trouble with the textures though.
I always have trouble with textures too. I can't figure Blender out. It's just such a pain in the... Ugh.
So you model traditional English weather too with this map?
Right to.
Lots of rain.
No, this is nothing compared to the rain we've had this year.
We've had a lot of rain too.
I think from sort of October, November, it would just bloody stop.
Usually it stops in August and September. We usually don't get hardly any rain in August and September here.
We've had multiple days of heat, no rain going on here.
But is it the stupid oppressive humidity heat, or is it like more of a drier?
No, it's the stupid.
Yeah, we've had more of that than I can remember in a long time. Usually it's not that bad here. A day here, day there, but it's been like getting all that Gulf a Mexico, oppressive humidity.
Yeah.
Take a shower and then you just never seem to dry off. I'd like to be further south, but I just don't really get along with Southerners.
Yeah, I think hearing Yol all day long would drive me insane.
They don't move at a, I don't know, they have a slow nature about them. I like the people that are patient. There's a lot of impatient people up in the north. But I don't know. They're a little bit too relaxed on everything for me.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, Gizmo.
Gizmo.
How did the festivities go?
Oh, mate, that was brilliant.
Awesome.
Absolutely brilliant. The place was really nice, but for some reason or other, they seem to think that they're entitled to make a fortune. It was just crazy. The money they were charging for drink and stuff. But
Isn't that how it always goes?
well, yeah, but I've never known it be as bad as this stuff. It was right out in the middle of nowhere. Near King's Lynn, outskirts of King's Lynn, and the beer was £1.50 dearer than the pub across the road from my house, which is London.
So what's a pint near your house?
It's about 5.20, 5.30.
Okay.
And it was 6.60 they were charging up there. But it wasn't that as well. Also, every time you went up, when you spoke to other people, what they paid for 3 drinks and what you paid for 3 drinks, they were all different. So they were obviously knocking people over as well.
Well, is that because it
it's-
depends on what you're drinking?
Well, no, they bought 3 shorts of mixers, and I bought 3 shorts of mixers, and you come up with different money. But at the end of the day, it was only for 1 day, or 2 days. We were up there for 2 days, but it was really good. The bit that a couple have done, and yeah, it was a memorable day.
Yeah,
There's a lot of drinking and a lot of dancing. That's good.
I know around here they charge for different prices for everything.
Yeah, that wasn't my argument, Doc. Was the fact that they were in the middle of nowhere, and yet they were charging more money for a pint than. I bet if you'd gone down the road, I bet it wouldn't have been much over £4.
Well, is it
in the local pub?
because
This
of
is
the
a wedding, mate. There's a wedding, and the other thing they did, which I thought was completely outrageous, they bought my mates that got married. They hired a trailer fridge for everyone that was like camping and all that, so they could put their milk and all that sort of stuff, and they put all their beer in there, and they took all the beer out and put it to one side so that we weren't drinking our beer and we had to buy off the bar. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I thought that was a little bit what's the name? And she said it's because, you know, we've had various people in here before that I suppose basically never bought alcohol because it's too dear. So they obviously, someone had obviously been there before, so they prepared to just drink their own stuff. But anyway, like I said, I won't be going back there again, so it's not a problem.
Well, when it comes to weddings and stuff, all the people, I don't know, the price doubles. I don't know why.
Like I say, it was a good day, memorable, and it was it was a stunning setting. You know, the place was lovely. It was just the idiots running it. Just seemed to think that they needed to be out to make 50 grand in a weekend instead of, you know, because it wasn't cheap either to rent. I don't think.
Well, that's you know, they, you know, during the week, them places sit empty.
Well, yeah, but then that's all it is a wedding venue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they gotta make all their money.
But the thing with it is, Doc, the sort of accommodation they've got, they have only got probably from last 2 weeks in May, June, July, August, maybe the first 2 weeks in September, where they're ever going to get any clientele, because a lot of the accommodation wouldn't be warm enough.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because a lot of the accommodation was tents. I had a bell tent, nice enough tent, but where it was situated, most of them were all in the forest, but this one was on the outskirts, and like it was like when the sun was out, which it had been, it was sweltering inside it. But when we finished last night at 12:30, went to bed, it was really cold. Yeah, it wasn't that cold out. It was probably 14 degrees, something like that. But I wouldn't have wanted to be in it at 4 degrees.
That was one thing that you need on the map, Blanco.
What's that?
Sorry, Gizmo. I just cut. We got to put a line by the station.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually, Doc. Yeah, mate, definitely. Most maps have that.
Well, I was Lyman last night.
Yep.
And
yep.
because I went down to the Lime, and there was no place to buy it. And I'm like, come on, I got your bags.
Yep. No. Also, Bonko, what would be nice is if it was cheaper than the bags, because you're buying by the tipper load.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you was paying, I don't know, 200 for a bag for 2,000 litres, if you paid 150, if you bought it, or 175 if you bought it from the limes.
Well, I could give you a 10% discount.
Yeah, or whatever. So that would be 20 quid, wouldn't it? So 180. Yeah. But you know, that would also be a nice touch as well, because a lot of them, what's that map we're playing? There's a map we were playing with Johnny, and it was actually dearer to buy it in bulk out of the line build point than it was to buy it out of bag.
Right.
Is that back roads?
It might well have been.
Yeah.
It might well be back road because I went down and bought a 80,000 litre trailer load and put in silos to store it and all that. And then when I worked it out later, it was actually like, mind you, for the amount of hassle I'd have had moving 80,000 litres of tank, the extra cost probably wasn't that much, but it was dearer. It wasn't massively dearer, but it was dearer. And you think, well, because you're saving them all the bags and stuff, or the pallets, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It should be cheaper.
You didn't think that was going to happen, did you, Jamie?
No. I was hoping auto load was gonna. When I pressed auto load, I was like, "What the? Why the?"
Oh, you thought it was going to jump the bag in the back?
Yeah.
I watched it back up there, and I'm like, I wonder if he knows that this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That was good. I'll let you determine where you want the lime station, Wonko.
Well, I'm thinking about that actually. Wouldn't most people put it on their own farms?
No, you want a
No.
line buy point. You want a buy point and then
Johnny-
and then
Johnny
storage
would.
on your lot.
Yeah,
Uh,
Johnny would put it on his own farm, but not everybody.
I take it he doesn't want to play this map because he's been conspicuous in his absence.
Well, he's been conspicuous on his absence in a lot of things, Wonka.
Oh, I see.
So I wouldn't take it personally. No.
Yeah, he has been in back roads for.
He has been obsessed with what's the other one?
Anno?
No, what's the other map you're playing?
Oh, Vinny jokes.
Vintage Oaks. He's even been streaming midweek.
Oh, blimey, you must like
Right.
it then.
Exactly. But as for all the others, I don't think he's played any of them. I mean, someone's been on back roads. Because I went on there probably Wednesday or Thursday. And I've gone back in today and there's 7 pallets of wood. So someone's been on for a while.
So
But-
what if we put it down Wuzzles, down by Wuzzles?
Wurzels.
Well, how you say it?
Wurzels.
Wurzels, yeah.
Wurzels?
Yes.
Wurzels.
It's a character. Right.
From children's TV from the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that I remember that.
No,
Yeah. I thought that's what you've done, Wonko, because I thought it was quite a nice little touch. Because a lot of people wouldn't know anything about it.
No, you'd have to be English and you'd have to be of a certain age.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm kind of thinking that would be where to put it, because that's kind of where the sell points are. And we
This-
could just nestle it in over there.
Where those cones are at in that corner.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I like my coon.
Well, well, we could put it on the other, by the green building.
Don't take my
You know.
coons away.
I like a lot of these little details. I think you should do more. More deco.
Well, I would have to set them up so they can be deleted so that people like Johnny can delete them all.
Yeah, and people like Farmer Klein can knock him out so that he's gets good what's it. What did he say about it, Matt? Did I see a link to Farmer Klein doing a video on this?
Yeah,
he's
you could
just
have
done
twice.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Farmer Klein was
Into
having
the
a rough day when he made that video, I think.
Was he?
Yeah,
Was that?
well, I think he's been under a lot of pressure, to be honest, of late. He seems to have done an awful lot of videos,
He did
especially on,
say
especially on what's his name, off Bergman.
Well,
Yeah.
he
What do you say, Walker?
He did say that he'd been very, very busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured he had.
well he
Because not only
pronounced
that, he,
grumpy old Gits about every other way you could besides getting it right.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
knows
he's good at that though, isn't he? There's,
Yeah,
a
he's
lot
always
of,
been that.
there's a lot of stuff he doesn't seem to understand how you pronounce it.
No,
But we get used to that.
I
no,
thought he just didn't want to say the word git.
Maybe.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
because maybe
think
it means something in America, does it?
well, so we wouldn't use the word "get" here like that.
Right.
It wouldn't make sense to us.
Because what would it mean to you then?
Well, grumpy old Gits, we wouldn't use it. It would be grumpy old men, grumpy old boys, grumpy old something.
Oh, right, okay.
So grumpy old Gits wouldn't make any sense to an American.
Sense to anybody? Yeah, okay, fine.
But
Probably wouldn't make any sense to a German either.
but he doesn't. It's like, you know, he didn't read it. He just kind of thought he read it. You know, like he read it, and then it's kind of like when you go back to remember something, and because you wouldn't use grumpy old Gits in America, so he kept, you know, he kept confusing it with something else because of that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, no, don't matter.
it's just because it wouldn't make sense to use the language that way in America.
Right. Yeah.
Grumpy old gents would make a lot more.
Sense. Right.
Yeah, it'd make a lot more sense here.
Well, unless you've met me, Brummy.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Just so.
Just putting it out there, he says.
Yeah. What was I doing? No idea.
Ah, we're getting missed now.
Missed?
Yeah, I'm getting missed down at the farm.
Who's missing you?
What, you were getting missed or you got missed?
Missed.
Alright.
Yeah, it looks kind of strange. You'll admit.
It's just early morning
Have you
mist.
guys been through a night?
Yes.
Yes.
You have? Okay. I'm trying to work out what I was doing. I need I need to lose some money, won't I?
Oh, I'm your man.
Because I got paid for the silage bales and not the contract. So I should have earned around.
You need to gain money.
No, I need to lose.
No, but you would have had extra money from the silage bales you sold anyways, Gizmo. So I wouldn't get too.
No, but it's 100 grand, I reckon, that I got extra.
Well, if you want to just give it.
See,
to
I should have got around about 56,000 for the contracts, plus whatever bales I had left. But I ended up with probably nearer to 170 off the bales.
Marco, you by chance not watching my stream, are you?
Oh, I did have it up. Hang on, I forget again. I need more screen space.
Just need more screens.
Don't we all? But what was I doing? So
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, so you see
Oh, no, I
the.
can't. I pressed the back button. Hang on. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so you see, looking in front of me, there's like, this is that pasture meadowland behind the barns close to the road. But it
Yeah.
almost looks like there's maybe a field to find or something here.
Oh yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that would be field to find.
But
Oh,
it's
yeah, that's a bit weird.
But it's not like I just did a course plate. This isn't this meadow is like just meadow grass. It's not showing up as a field. But this here is when I...
Yeah.
like-
yeah.
Anyways, I'll screenshot it and...
Okay, yeah.
Oh, can you put whatever the normal grass you used on most of the map, can you put that as a paintable texture or paintable foliage, please?
Asked him last week.
I've had a look and I don't know how to.
Okay.
I don't know if you know how to.
So if you know how to,
I don't know how to either.
Okay then.
I went and did a boo boo and I tried to fix it and all I could paint it with was meadow grass. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to get it in, but I haven't. I have looked a couple of times. I can't quite make it out how it works.
who's light blue? Is that
I'm
one
a
of us?
sort of purpley colour.
Field 20. Is that a contractor or something?
Field 20. Where's
Top right corner. Well, almost top right corner. Oh, hang on. Won't
Oh,
go.
I see. Yeah.
No, it's
There's
not.
nobody there.
It's above 20. I was looking in the buy section as 20, but between 20 and 22.
Well, that's Benson's contracting firm.
Right.
So when I set the map up, when I come in that day and
Oh,
set it
you
up,
set it up.
I set it
for
up
four-
as 4
for
firms.
farm.
Didn't know if I'd have Scrump for Johnny or somebody else, so it's up there with the...
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
No, I just saw it there and I thought, I wonder what that's all about. That's cool. I'm just gonna, yeah.
Do. Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
You know, those walls aren't really that tough.
I didn't say it was going to leave a mark on my baler or on the wall. I just said it was going to leave a mark. bum, bum, bum.
Have you found any major issues playability-wise on Northfield?
No, I'm quite happy with it. Actually, I'm very impressed too with the farmyard. I'm just going to jump down there. It is a nice tight little farm, but the detail with the drain line running to a central drain in the middle of the farmyard with just that little bit of water around it, like
Oh yeah, that bit, yeah.
it's just nice little detail.
Yeah.
No, it's a snug little one. Okay, so here, if not with this, but Doc and I were talking the other day. I love your grain silo on Northfield. If you're putting one on Pidnell Farm, I think that would be the one I would put on. It looks more
In keeping.
in keeping with the area. The uni silo, I know you threw it in there to have a silo on that, but it was like Tom was like, oh, let's just throw a grain silo down here. Where the one that you have kind of matches up to your black sheep mounting barns, it those kind of things. Like it just looks.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
The placement,
However,
the same place it'd be, like up in that corner. I think you could still fit it in.
Yeah, definitely, and it would suit the farm. I would say that we do have those style of grain silos as well. Oh shit! I just crashed into a hedge. Too busy watching Jamie, not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one that's gone into the ground, I don't think it's got the side. I've been rather busy recently.
Yeah. How's the old work coming on?
Problems.
Bad stuff or just niggly?
Expensive.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's not
Not stupidly expensive, but still money that we don't want to spend that we're going to have to.
good. Yeah.
The clients moved into their part of the house now, so we've sort of transferred over to the second phase.
What's moved in?
The client, customer.
Oh, okay. What, because you got it all closed off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna work on getting the regular grass you've used into a paintable texture. I'll see if I can do it.
Alrighty.
Oh, what you mean so that you don't have the flowers?
Well, you still want
Is
the
it-
meadow grass, but if
Yeah,
you
but,
make-
you'd have a separate texture to match what we're ploughing and mowing in the fields.
yeah, it'd be nice to have the regular grass as a paintable texture.
Yeah. So if you look
Yeah.
at my sheep barns up ahead of me, where I'm landscaped, it's a whole different grass all around them.
Yeah.
That's what Doc's saying. It's nice to have the same match.
Yeah. So in other words, you're not going to have all the flowers and stuff in them, and they're going to be slightly greener.
Oh, the other thing, Wonko, I got to put this on your list. There's too much long grass around.
No.
Like houses and stuff.
Too much long grass.
Yeah.
I,
Like around-
I refer you to the pictures in the farm link I sent you for the real Pidnell farm.
Oh yeah, this one is for sale
Yeah, well, it's been sold.
on Rightmove.
Yeah.
4.7 mil. How much? Was that a lot of acreage or just the farm?
286 acres.
A fair bit.
We really need more old concrete on the farm. There was somebody that used to do that. They used to put like they used to make concrete everywhere.
In slabs.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
the Eastern European map.
Yeah, they
And
instead of
yeah,
instead of painting the terrain like a concrete color or something, they physically made actual concrete slabs and all that.
yeah. Most of the Eastern European maps had that set up.
There's
It's-
short
it's
grass
very
all
common out
over
there.
the place, Wonko.
There's what, grass all over the place?
There's short grass all over the place.
Oh, short grass.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the short grass?
You don't have any on your map.
Are you looking at the thing? Are you?
Yeah.
In
Well-
fairness, the grass gets bloody tall here.
Well, so I'm thinking that it's probably like here, where the highway crews mow the sides of the roads and everything, right?
Yep. Yeah, but they only mow the sides of the roads at certain times of the year, Doc.
Well, yeah, same here.
They normally mow them like winter time, and they probably done ours about 2 months ago. They did our fields,
Yeah, because
our roads rather, but they only tend to do the roads that have got footpaths. So if it's a country lane and there's no pavement for people to walk on, they don't even touch it. They just
But
they
I
just leave it.
grass
I've never-
and cowslips.
I've never seen any pictures of Britain though with 4-foot tall grass on the side of the roads.
Wow,
no,
it's
well,
very, very common.
There is a lot of tall grass. I mean, where I walk the dog, it's got to be at least 3'6".
Because usually when the grass gets up to about, belly high on the Labrador here,
Right.
then it seems about when it gets to be about that tall, then they come through and mow it.
No. Not over here, mate. Nothing like. I'll take some pictures tomorrow and I'll put it up.
Photographic evidence.
Yeah.
Well, you guys live there. I take your word for it.
Yeah. No, but just so you get an idea of what it looks like.
Well, so where Jamie's at right now, you've got this little patch of grass with a tree in it in front of the farm. I don't know, it just seems too tall to me. I feel like that should be short grass. That would be like where you keep that mowed because that's part of your farmyard.
Oh, I see what you're saying, but no, that's not necessarily true, mate.
It
you know,
probably would
really-
on that farm be a bit better maintained.
Yeah, I mean, if I was running the farm, then yeah, I would have cut that with the ride on. Because it's part of the fences.
Well, like
But
along the sawmill and
generally speaking, a lot of the farms over here are run by contractors,
yeah.
and they don't get too carried away with all that stuff. It just eats into their profits. They do the bare minimum when it comes to maintaining the land and stuff, compared to what like the guys. There's a guy up the road. He owns the farm and he farms it himself, and his verges and stuff are way tidier than anyone else's that are contracted. And he's got a tractor that's all he uses for it.
Well, it's like in the center of, you know, the little grass that's in the center of the lanes and stuff, like some of that, make some of that shorter. It's always shorter in the center because it doesn't grow as well because it's all compacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is there isn't actually a short grass thing because it grows.
Yeah.
So when I painted it in on the original, it's all short in the middle of the tracks.
See where I've cut mine, the bit in the middle of the track is probably about right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because like on Pidnell, it's got the shorter grass that, you know, lanes around the back of the bunk and stuff.
Yeah, it's just going to grow up like the rest. So
basically, we'd have to make another grass, paintable grass thing, and restrict the height of it.
I'm pretty sure there's already. I thought there was already like 3 different deco grasses that don't grow.
They look like meadow grass, which is not really what it looks like.
I wonder if you could swap out the meadow grass for the other thing and just make it shorter.
I suppose that would be the best solution, is to copy the grass I'm using for the main harvestable grass. Like you said, just reduce the height.
Make a version that doesn't grow at all.
Yeah.
Would that just be something to do with the XML doc? Or would you have to be really creative?
I don't think you have to. I don't think it's rocket science.
No. Adding the foliage is in the map i3D, and then you just
you have to reference an XML though out of the base name, right?
Just going to say you'd have to reference another grass XML.
So you just have to reference it out of your foliage folder or whatever.
Yeah. So if you look in the foliage folder, we've got grass, oats, wheat and barley and maize as custom textures. Put a second grass in there, rename it so that different to the standard. Adjust the height in the XML. Then basically copy the grass that's in the i3D, rename it, and obviously point it to the second grass file.
Then you could get your short grass.
Yeah. It wouldn't take long to paint either, because you just have to paint that to replace short grass.
Yeah, because you could just.
Giant brush.
Well, you just paint it. Yeah, you just paint the grass where you wanted it. Well, you'll have to like place the buying station, and let me know where you want it, or you could put it in. All you gotta do is reference the giant stuff. You don't have to do anything else. Of course, you'd have to use a different XML though. You'd have to reference your own XML, which you just copy the one that's in the game, and then you could change the price of it.
Yeah.
It would be kind of a nice thing to have some. I personally like to have like where you can buy grains. I like that because if you want to do pigs and you don't have everything you need, you at least you go somewhere and buy the ingredients instead of having to just buy pig food.
Do you want to go out?
Same with chickens and horses. You could buy the oats. You could buy the
Just
meat.
give the dog out. Be back in a bit.
Okay, but
Well, if you want to use one of the black sheep modding buildings and set one of those up.
Is what, like a buying station?
No, we can't use theirs because we have to use their fucking thingy.
Well, you can use one of their buildings, okay? As long as it doesn't come with any triggers.
That's true. Yeah.
So if it's just the building, what you can do, because you were talking about taking the silo, like one of the buildings on Pidnell and making it the silo, right?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So the two actual grain sheds at Pidnell, we could put a grain grate in front of one of them and set triggers up there.
Yep.
As a silo shed.
Uh-huh.
So we could, I suppose, do the same for a grain buying station.
It'd be the same exact thing, because you would plunk down the building, and then you would create your own, your own buying trigger, the same loading station as you would anything else. And they would just kind of overlap each other. It'd be cool if the silo filled up with grain, like a fill plane.
Yeah, that's outside my comfort range.
That's outside your comfort range.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Okay. Alright. I guess I can make a fill plane.
But this is all good stuff. So if we're making one for 25, we get all this extra detail that I've not thought of putting in this time round. We can get it right the first time, the next time round.
Oh, the big problem with 25 is that you're not going to have it in your buildings.
Yeah. True.
Doc, I really feel you should learn how to use Blender.
No, I'm passing that off to Brummy. I think Brummy's gonna be our resident building expert.
You might not say that if you saw his textures ring on the pig arcs. He's made a lovely pig arc, but he's struggling with the textures as well.
Well, is what I've learned with Blender, because I struggle with the texturing myself all the time, is I can 3D draw. I can make what I want to make, and it looks like I want to make it, but it never textures right. It never shades right. So if you're going to 3D print it, it would be fine. But in here, you have to draw a certain way to make it work. And the whole texturing process, in my mind, the whole texturing process is stupid the way you have to do it. I don't understand why you have to build the model with vertices of a certain size in a certain way to make your texturing correct. You know, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to my mind the way it's done. But I think that's like anything else. Once you get it, then you got it. You know.
Yeah.
That's the same thing Brummy's probably struggling with. I got this beautiful little pig shed. You go to texture it, looks like crap.
Well, what reminded me of that is at the sell point, Matthew's Grains and Worth. I've got a small woodland area in front of the sail point.
Mm-hmm.
That would make a lovely little free-range piggery.
Mm. Well, if we were American modders, we would just put lots of stuff in there and we would release it on some Scandia site because we don't really care if it works or not. We just want people to download it. We don't ever look at the log because we don't know. We don't know. The American modders don't know how to look in the log. They don't know what dev controls are. They thought dev controls is just that mod you download by GTX. They're not really. They don't know what errors are. They don't know what the test runner is. They don't really care.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
I don't think it's as bad as it used to be because I don't really go looking for mods outside of Mod Hub usually anyway. It seems like every time I go outside of Mod Hub, there's once in a while I'll find some on like HIRO or something, HIO, but
Oh yeah.
once in a while you find something on there, but it's like, you know what? It really looks good and it doesn't work. It's full of errors. Same thing. You know? I mean,
Yeah.
tired iron modding has been around, I don't know, since 13. And he just can't seem to understand how to do it without... He can't get anything past Giants. So his attitude was, oh, Giants don't like how I mod. No, it's because when you're taking 80 vertices to make a bolt, that's not how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason your mods keep getting rejected is because you're drawing every detail. You're not using the normal maps to give you that detail. The reason that your mods always look funny compared to the Giants mods is because you don't unwrap them correctly. You don't shade them correctly. Like Black Sheep Modding's mods, they always kind of look a little bit funny compared to the in-game equipment, right?
I've not noticed. I
No,
don't.
no, we're right, to be honest. But
Yeah. Well, take one of Black Sheep Modding's mods off a Mod Hub and park it next to something from Giants in-game, and you'll notice.
oh, I see what you mean.
There's
Yeah.
a weird. It looks really good, but there's a weird thing about it. There's like a weird shine or something to it. But that's because Black Sheep Modding doesn't use the way they do their specular maps. They don't use the ambient occlusion. They do a really fantastic dirt map and everything, but they don't do the ambient occlusion in there.
Right.
And when you don't do the ambient occlusion,
You don't get the same luster.
the shadowing isn't correct on
Yeah.
the model.
I think I understand where you're coming from. Mate.
Yeah. So it looks really good,
Yeah.
but it does.
Yeah.
But then you park
I've
it next to an in-game piece of equipment, and it doesn't quite look that good.
Yeah, I've just done that. I've got a Black Sheep mod in Baylor
And they don't use.
and an in-game one.
They don't use a lot of. I don't know if they've changed, but they don't use normal maps very much either.
Oh,
So things look kind of blocky.
Oh, that might be me actually. No, it's all right. I won't say nothing. So I've got a pallet truck that's underground here, but it might have been me levelling the ground out beside it. Don't know. Should have been there a long time. That's your little sticker.
So, Wonko, did you do this, or is this something I never know before? Is I cut the grass, and where I cut the grass, it shows that it needs to be plowed. in that meadow grass.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't have create fields on, but you can see where the grass got cut. It's actually creating the field where the grass got missed by the mower. It's not creating the field.
It's because you didn't create a field.
Course
No,
play.
that's what I said ages ago. When you cut the grass in any of these fields, if you use course play, it selects the edge of the grass as the field.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of
because you haven't cut
weird.
that grass. You've got to use.
Well, no, it is weird because when you do, I think it's the grass he's used because that's not meadow grass, which is what giants would use. It's the actual like planted grass that he's used. So it acts really weird compared to what you're normally used to in the fields. You have to create, when it's fully grown, you have to create a field. But once you mow it, you've changed that. You've actually created a field by just mowing it.
Yes.
It has strange properties because of the type of grass he's used.
Or with special properties.
Well, so normally, on a normal map, you would use meadow grass everywhere, right?
Which looks horrible.
Yes, it does.
And then if you wanted to make a field, you've got to plough it in.
Yes, but you would now. Wanko has used the field grass, which is an actual. The foliage type is a crop. So technically, everywhere you mow the field grass, you turn it into a field.
Right.
It's nothing that.
Well, I think quite a good thing if you know about it. Do you know what I mean? Because if you don't, then you're going to cut the grass right to the edge of the hedges. And then when you go to try and use course play, it's just going to be a pain in the arse because it's going to keep banging into the hedge or whatever because you haven't left enough gap.
Yeah, it's because he's used a crop. He's painted it with crop grass instead of meadow grass. I mean, I guess he could have taken meadow grass and you could have replaced the textures with crop grass.
No, but I think, it's a good thing.
I like it. Don't get me wrong.
Providing people know about it. Because otherwise they're going to all cut the grass right to the hedge thinking they've then got to plough it up as they would have on a Giants map normally. They cut all the grass and then they plough in their field. Only this isn't going to work like that. This is going to take the cut area as the finished item.
Won't the field definitions override that though?
Grass is different, Wanko.
Oh, I'm learning.
No,
Because
I don't think it does.
if you had, let's say, for this example, if you had replaced the crop grass that you painted this entire map with, if you'd have done it with wheat, it would have the same properties.
Okay.
Because you planted the entire field in GE, the entire map with wheat. So it would have been like basically planting wheat is what you did.
Okay.
But, you know what I mean? So you actually put a crop all over instead of like meadow grass and deco grass is decoration.
Yeah,
It has different properties. But you put it with an actual crop. That's why it's doing that. Now you could replace the whole thing with meadow grass.
Hell no.
And then you could change the meadow grass to be the same grass. You could do that. I wouldn't bother. I don't think it's worth it.
No, I wouldn't bother because I think it's
because you'd have to repaint everywhere that grass is. You know what I mean? And every bush and everything would have to be replaced. I don't think it's worth it. You know.
No, that would take weeks.
Yeah, but I think it would be worth putting a note in.
Nah.
No, to say what's going to happen if you just because you putting this on console, aren't you?
Well, I think the real solution is to get the paintable grass in the same texture. I think that's the real solution. So if you have a whoopsie, you just fix it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Stop. Yeah, that is a good idea.
I really like
Right,
the
'cause
maps
it-
that give you everything that's in the map
Yeah.
to paint with, so that you can remake. If you take something out, like a lot of times they'll use short grass, and you can't paint the short grass, so you paint meadow grass because that's the only thing you can paint.
Yeah. No, I'd agree with that, Doc. I like a map that's got loads of.
I would have done it because Jamie asked it weeks and weeks ago, didn't you?
Loads of pictures.
But I had a look a couple of times and thought, yeah, it can't be that difficult. I've done the ground texture's no problem. Why can't I do the foliage? But no, couldn't quite suss it.
Oh, it's there somehow.
I'm sorry, bud. You gotta wait. It's not treat time. No, it's not. You even got chicken today. I don't know what your problem is.
My one's had loads of chicken, but he ain't forgiven me for leaving him alone with someone else for the weekend.
Well, we did a lot of exercise yesterday, so I don't know. Today we're not doing anything, and I don't know if that's the problem or.
Yeah, probably, yeah, because they do like to be repetitive, don't they? Whatever they did yesterday, I think they're going to be doing today.
Be right back, guys.
We went fishing at 3 different places. We went hiking up and down the gorge.
Right.
We were busy yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
You gotta wait. It's not time to eat yet. I'm sorry. I can't help it. You gotta wait like an hour and a half. Hour and a half. Yeah, that long. Hour and a half. Yeah. You gotta wait. Well, if you want to sit there and just stare at me for the next hour and a half, that's how long it's going to be. But you're 75 pounds. You're not going to waste away. You can wait. You're like 8 stone or something. However, the Brits just pick up a big stone and they figure that's how much somebody should weigh.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. That's how it probably works back in the day, mate.
Oh, that whole imperial thing was a foot. That was somebody's foot. You know.
They used to measure fields by chains and poles as well, didn't they?
They measured roads by rods.
Yep.
Because somebody picked up a rod and said, "Yeah, let's see how long this road or how wide this road is. Yeah, 3 rods. What's a rod? I got it in my hand.
Yes.
This is the rod."
Yeah, but without the accent.
Having loads of fun, Johnny. What about you? Where are you at? You're supposed to be here working.
Where is he? Is he helping you out?
He just popped in my no. Help me out. He's supervising from YouTube.
I'm supervising. That's all right. At least he's doing something, mate.
I'd say slept in this morning.
You know, sometimes management is important.
Impotent or important?
No, important. Mate.
I do admire the British currency because that used to be a pound to sterling. It actually meant something.
True.
You knew what a pound was. A pound? A pound was pound to sterling. There you go.
Now it's tied to wishful thinking.
Yeah, no. Well, Jimmy Carter sank our ship on that.
Oh, look. Have a look in farmlands at field 36 and tell me what you might be seeing.
Farmlands 36.
Bottom display 42.
Yeah.
Are you seeing anything
Sure.
in there?
He do what?
Yeah.
It looks like somebody missed a spot.
But look at the perfection. Perfect little square.
You've done fantastic at missing 2 little spots.
Oh, there's 2. Oh shit! How the hell?
There's 2.
Yep.
How did we miss that?
Field farmland 33 as well.
Like I said, you got to play the game to find all the problems.
Oh, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, we haven't farmed the whole thing.
How many maps have we played that we find a bunch of stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, believe we missed that. I can't believe I managed to do it.
Don't worry, it's been documented. I mean, it's gonna be a hell of an update.
Yeah.
So,
Very true.
Blanco, you know what I would suggest?
Go on.
I would suggest that you right now go and click on every farmland and zoom in. Make sure you didn't miss any little more pixels. Because I did notice that in the woodland area, where it's, you know, like the pine needle texture and the trees are, like you get outside of that, it's not your land, which is fine. But I did notice that.
Grass, Johnny. Blades of multitude of money.
I think Jamie would like to play with Duck Sorley. He likes grass too.
Yeah, he does,
Going with
doesn't
the grass.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to watch him years ago.
All he ever did was grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It was.
Every map.
Yep.
I mean, I guess New Zealanders don't know there's other crops in the world.
No.
I mean, just every
He
map.
had a
Big
Big Big M, didn't he?
Yep.
That
Every
his
map.
livery and all that on it. Yeah, I remember that.
He cut every freaking. He turned every field into grass on the map. He cut every field worth of grass, and that'd be done. Then we move on to a different map. I mean, 22 has been significantly better in the quality of everything that's come out as far as mods. The maps are better, the equipment's better. There's a lot more. I think with the Giants mod hub and people actually getting paid for their mods through Giants. I think it's made an incentive to actually try to get them there.
So then here's another question on this field that we've created. I can't do precision farming on it, can I?
Yes, you can. Did you buy it?
Well, I own the field, therefore I plowed it.
No, stop. Go into precision farming and purchase the soil information.
Yeah, I'm there, but it doesn't allow. Like if I click on this, I get the purchase soil information. I click on the farmland because this is part of the Pidnell farmland. I don't get that option.
Well, if it's part of the Pidnell, you will
scan it.
No, you have to scan it manually. You're thinking with the walk behind.
Yeah, you need to scan it. You need to scan it with a thing. If you make a field, you've got to scan it.
Yeah, but you can buy the.
On any you make a field, have to
you should be able to click the farmland, the actual, like where the barns are.
I don't want to do alfalfa, Johnny, because I have one big field over there, the clover, and the alfalfa. I can't. I have to do. I can't do silage bales with it. I can only do hay.
Oh, you gotta fix that, Wonko.
Yeah, that's the next ML thing. That's your department.
Oh no!
But that's fairly straightforward, that isn't it?
But is that on the crop or is that on the baler, tedder,
on the
machines thing?
It's in the it's in the categories section.
You do all the easy stuff, Doc, and I'll do all the hard stuff.
I feel like it's the other way around.
No, I assure you it's not.
Wonko's been reading some books on how to make friends.
And influence people.
Read that book. Quite a good book.
Yeah, so I need to buy a tank for you. Okay. Gizmo, do you have a field scanner?
I have, mate. Yeah, in my shed. Do you want me to make you contractor?
Yeah.
Right, hang on. As you come into the farm, it's in the shed. If you come by the farmhouse,
Yep.
don't go in the farmhouse entrance, but the one after. It's in the shed at the end on the right. I'll make you contractor. So I was trying to save money. Jamie. So you Northfield, yeah?
No, I'm Pidnell.
You're Pidnell. Right, okay. Right, you're in, mate.
Thank you. I'll be up in a few minutes to grab it.
No worries.
Whee!
I forgot all about that. It's cut all this grass. I should have scanned it first. Never mind.
You weren't here. I borrowed money. Show up. You have some control. Some say. Not all that much say, but some say. It's alright. I got silage bales I'm going to sell that will give me all kinds.
Yeah, actually, I might have some silage bales to sell.
He says I've got us in debt, Wonko. I've only got a $300,000 loan.
Well, if he wants to retain control, he has to turn up for work.
That's right, mate, yeah. It's only half hour from the Richie now, so.
Oh, yeah.
Getting in later.
Well, if Johnny's all concerned about it, why didn't you just come in there and straighten you right out?
It's probably because I wasn't here earlier, so. Alright, I need to go get a field scanner.
Pidnell is my favorite farm on this map. But I do like Northfield too.
So I'm really liking Northfield.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
I like Pidnell as well because that's fairly accurate in terms of layout to how it is in real life.
Right.
Northfield, I just made it up.
Smoke Down would be better without the pig shed.
It's not the big shed I wanted. The big shed I wanted doesn't work. Make it work, but then I can't use it. It's part of the Black Sheep modern stuff, and basically you have to change their XML, which doesn't work because you have to load it every time. I'm sure I could work around it, but I thought I'd better not. They seem to be a bit touchy about that sort of thing.
Yeah, Johnny, that is the. I think I put the weight on that hopper, but it's the one with the weights on it. And
I'm gonna spend all day seeding this field, aren't I?
Yeah, possibly. But you're doing a really good job.
2 weeks in a row, same field.
Well, I'm just going to go and collect some bales, sell the bales, and buy another field.
Oh, okay. Because we need another field, like we need another hole in the head.
There's your sense of adventure.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
To tell you what, I haven't been able to recreate that I had in 15 on the farm tracks. I managed to make them bumpy.
Right.
I just could not get it to work on this.
No.
whoa, there's a weight there.
The beat. Oh, sorry, mate.
Sorry.
I'm just having the shuffle round. It's in there. Isn't it? Oh. No, it's not in there. Is it in there? I'm sure I had one. This is another. This is on the single player map. No, I'm pretty sure I have. Hang on, let me just have a look. Yeah, I've got one. Let's find out where it is. Right, let's have a look. Oh, right, it's over the other side. Go through the past the pig shed, past the green building. There's some sheds behind that. It's in one of them. I thought it was this side. It's the same sort of building.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the same shed,
Yep.
but it's just on a different side of the map. I knew I'd seen it in the shed, but I couldn't. I thought it was in the wrong one. Yeah, you got it.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
No problem, mate. You got where we was Kings Lynn area. They had some massive Ferguson tractors. They were just enormous. But they were going by it the opposite direction, so you couldn't really read the numbers. And there was, I'm guessing it must have been something like cabbages or something like that they were harvesting. And they were using trailers that were semi-trailers, but they weren't very long.
Okay.
And they were fitted onto a dolly, and they were being pulled by a tractor, but the dolly had the rear wheel set way back from where the coupling was. If you understand what I'm saying. So that it put a lot more weight on the tractor.
Well, that's to give it traction.
Well, no, because the tractor can carry a lot more weight than a lorry would. Or what you'd want to put on a lorry. So it was,
Not really. About the same, actually. Because most tractors can't take a lot of tongue weight.
no, they do, because that's why the wheels are so far back on the trailers. Because if you tow a trailer with a truck, the wheels are normally in the middle, because it balances. Whereas you look at a tractor trailer and the wheels are normally at the back, because it then allows it to put 10 or 12 ton on the back of the truck.
A road tractor.
No,
Yeah.
farm tractor.
Yeah, see, no, it's the opposite. Because like a normal American semi, you have 12,000 pounds on the front, 34,000 pounds on the rear, 34,000 pounds on the trailer. So the rear tandems of the truck can haul the same amount of weight as the tandems on the trailer. But on a farm tractor, you can't put that much tongue weight on there, because otherwise you need a heap load of weight on the front of the tractor to keep it, so you can keep the front end down. Usually you can't put that much tongue weight. Everything out over here is set up not to have very much tongue weight. But you need a certain amount of tongue weight on a tractor, or else it's going to get stuck, because if you don't have any weight on your rear axle, your drive axle, then you're just going to get stuck, because you're going to spin out because there's not enough weight on it. But usually it's only like 10,000 pounds or something like that you can put on the rear of the hitch. 10 or 15,000.
Oh, I thought it was different to that over here.
Well, because on a semi-truck and trailer, a road truck and trailer, the hitch point, the coupling point is over top of the axles. Where on a tractor, it's behind the axles, so you have that leverage.
Yeah, no, we're talking different sort of trailer, mate. I'm talking about a drawbar unit
Yes.
that has a rigid front truck and a trailer on the back,
Okay.
as opposed to the bale trailer that I'm using in game, that has the axles 2/3 of the way back. On the tractor version.
Mm-hmm.
If it was a road truck trailer, it would have the axles in the middle. so that
Are you
it didn't put too
it-
much weight on the back of the truck.
Are you saying like a Pidnell hitch coupling then, not a fifth wheel?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking fifth wheel. I'm talking just
Oh.
towed trailer. I'm talking about,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes that's the whole.
right? Which is what these guys were doing. They were towing, although they had a fifth wheel on. They were essentially a trailer, and they'd set up the fifth wheel so that they could put more weight on the tractor.
Well, yeah, because when you're pulling dollies, there's all the weight goes on the dolly. It doesn't go on the tractor. So if you put
Yeah,
the
well,
fifth wheel
that's,
ahead of the axle, then you can get
that's
some of the weight onto the back
what
of the
I'm
tractor.
done with these. But these trailers, they weren't that big. They were probably not even 30 foot long, but they were curtain siders. So they were obviously putting crates or something in there and running it back to the processing plant or whatever.
I will deliver your soil sampler back another time, Gizmo. I got to go on a fire call, bud.
No worries, mate. Have you finished with it?
I have, yeah.
Or I'll come and get it. Don't worry.
Okay, I'll drop it off just in my yard. It'll be by the...
Just unhook it because I'm going to need it to do once I've cleared these things. Good luck, mate, on the call.
All right, I'll probably drop back in. This is back by the barn, by the cow barn here, by my McCormick tractor.
Yeah, I can see you.
Yeah, I'll.
Yeah, no
I may
problem,
drop
mate.
back in later on and
Drop it anywhere
finish up
around there.
some.
I'll pick it up. No
All
worries.
right, mate.
Cheers, mate. Good
Yep,
luck with
take
the call.
care.
Take care.
Yeah.
Oh, people gotta stop